Hey y'all, welcome back to Mrs. Lynn's Cooking. Today we are going to make a recipe, 1930s Crisco Cake. That was my husband's great-great-great-grandmother. So I hope you enjoy. We need flour, self-rising is what I'm using, sugar. We're going to also need vanilla, a cup of Crisco, 3 eggs, salt, and milk. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we are going to take I have to look at the recipe, so bear with me, 2 cups of just granulated sugar. We're going to put this in our container with 1 cup of our Crisco. I bought the buttered flavor. You don't have to, but I like it because it gives it a little bit better flavor. So we're going to put this in here. We're going to get this stirred in together. So just bear with me while we do that. Might have to put it. Okay, y'all, I messed up too, just like everybody else says. So we're just going to cream together our sugar and our shortening. And it does have to be Crisco. You cannot use butter in this recipe. Okay, we're almost there. We're getting there. And I promise you, you'll love this cake. It is so good. I haven't made it in a while, but it's really super good. We're at the hard at the grind. Okay, let me scrape down the sides and get it off my paddles. Get that done, because we're wanting this to get into the middle of the pot. Now, if you don't have a stand mixer, that's fine. You can actually do this with a wooden spoon, but it has to be wood, and a bowl, or just a mixer. So, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add eggs one at a time. So, here goes the first egg. And then once we put our eggs in, we're going to put it back up, and then we're going to beat this in. One at a time, and put your eggs in one at a time. Sorry for the delay. We had to get my husband something to drink. It's super hot outside. So we're adding in our second egg. But each time that you put your egg in, make sure that you cream it with the sugar and the shortening. So we're going to do that with each one that we have. And it won't take long until it's starting to get a really nice flavor to it and brightness. Okay, I'm going to leave that on low. I'm putting in our last egg. And just take your time, don't get in a hurry. Because if you get in a hurry, it always ends up messing up. Trust me, I know. Okay, that is nice and mixed. Okay, next we are going to add our flour, which was 3 cups of flour, and make sure you sift it. You don't have to, but if you sift it, it'll be a more fluffier and lighter cake. So make sure you sift it in there. But like I said, you don't have to. And we're just going to do it little by little, putting our flour in, and then we're going to add milk in as well. So it's going to be a little bit of flour, a little bit of milk. Just keep going back and forth. One at a time. So here we go. Is that done? And it's 1 cup of whole milk. That's what we've got there. It's a fun raising this flour. That's that one? Yeah. We'll get it. Okay. And then we're going to keep adding a little bit of milk at a time. That way it makes it a little bit easier for it to mix up. Now when my mother-in-law did this, she never sifted it. It was still a good cake, but it was a little bit more dense. And I found out if you sift it, it works great. And I tried it also with Swan's cake flour. That does work, but for some reason, if you just use plain flour, it seems to work a whole lot better. It gives it a better flavor. But you can use Swan cake flour if you want to, if that's what you're doing. But most of the time, we've always got flour on hand. So, and it's coming out really nice. And y'all have to bear with me, y'all, because I am short. So, I've got to look over everything, see, make sure I can see it. And then we add in our remaining milk. We'll get that started in. Once that's done, then what we're going to do is we're going to add in a half of a teaspoon of salt. And then we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of vanilla. And we're going to get that all mixed up. And then once we get this mixed up, then what we're going to do is we're going to take it and put it in either a bundt pan or a tube pan. And then we're going to make sure you flour and grease it before you put it in your pan. And that looks like it's done. Okay, so let's get this done. Okay, we've got our batter that's been mixed up. You can see what it looks like. This is what it's going to look like. Then I'm taking Baker's Joy. If you don't have Baker's Joy, flour and a little bit of oil will work just as fine. I just do this because I cheat. If I could cheat sometimes in the kitchen, it makes it go a whole lot faster. And we're putting this into a tube pan. I've got a butt pan, but I don't know what I did with it, to be honest. Okay, once we've got this floured and greased, we're going to take our mixture and we're just going to put it in our pan. Like so. And it smells really good because my son won't stay out of the batter. For some reason, he keeps getting in it. So, if it's not a huge cake, it's his fault. So, that's okay. We could do this. But we're just going to get that in there. Get it spread around. I do it slow because the stuff is thick. But we just want to make sure we get every bit of that batter in there that's left of it. And trust me, you will love this cake. You can either use it plain, eat it plain, or you could put a little bit of powdered sugar over it. Or, like, because it's summer, what I've done is I've made up some strawberry glaze with some strawberries. And that's what we're going to do afterwards. And that'll be a different recipe because I've got a recipe that's really cool that I showed some other people, and I think they'll like it. And what I'll do is once it gets cut, then what you do is you take the cake after it's cut and cooled off and cut, then you put it in a pan with a little bit of olive oil, doesn't matter, and fry it. I know, it sounds weird, but trust me, it's good. So we're going to put this in a 350-degree oven for 1 hour. Okay, our cake has come out of the oven. I went ahead and separated it from my tube pan. If it is in a bundt pan, make sure to just keep it in there till it completely cools, because if not, it'll just come apart on you. So if you like my video, please like and subscribe.